Well, hey Warren family, it's Thursday and grateful to have the opportunity to bring a little bit of a pastor's update to you. I'm thrilled to have Joseph Humphreys here with me as well, the lead pastor on our Grovetown campus. And he's here for a very important reason. I'll let you know why in just a moment. But today, we want to take time to talk to you about several things. We want to talk to you about our gatherings. I want to talk to you about our families. I want to speak briefly about our responsibilities and then have something to say about a new series that we have upcoming. But let me first talk to you about our gatherings. I'm so very grateful that each week we're watching and experiencing some incremental growth on each of our campuses as we have both guests and members coming together and gathering with us. And we are very excited about that. We had just over 1,700 between adults, children, multiple services last Sunday on both the Grovetown and on the AUGUSTA campus. But this week, starting this week, we're going to make an adjustment on our AUGUSTA campus. And that is that while at 8:30, we will have our indoor service in the worship center. Masks are required. We will have our outdoor tent service at 10 a.m. and that is a mask optional experience because of both distancing and outdoor seating. And then at 11:30, beginning this week, we are going to allow for a mask optional opportunity for those of you who would come to that service. Now, here's what I need to ask. Number one, I am asking everyone to wear a mask as you enter the building, as you interact with dropping off children or making your way into the seat. I'm going to ask you to come in and let us help you to be seated through appropriate social distancing. But once you are inside the building and once you are seated distanced from others, it will be an option as to whether or not you want to maintain your mask at that time. Now, some of you have matters that would require that you be very concerned, either personally or for members of your family. And so what we're going to do on the AUGUSTA campus is we're going to use the benefit of having a building with a balcony. And what I mean by that is, if you want to wear your mask and maintain that mask throughout that service, we're going to allow you and your family to be seated in the balcony, and you will be masked and separated from those who are on the floor. Those of you who choose to sit on the floor, you will be able to be there, but once you're seated, you can have the option to remove your mask or to leave that mask on. We're just trying every week to be aware of what's happening around us, to continue to evaluate what's happening among us, and then to make good decisions along the way. A mask is a great friend to help us to guard and protect one another, certainly in closer spaces, but obviously in the size and the volume of our building with the numbers that we've been having, I believe this is a step we can take and will give some sense of greater freedom to some while maintaining the ultimate level of protection for everyone. Let me say this though, one other thing, very, very important about this. If you have any symptoms of cough, sneezing, runny nose, fever, just something that is not right with you physically, if we're going to give you both the opportunity and responsibility of choosing to have a mask option, then you have to always choose towards the highest level of protection for anyone should you have any symptoms. You need to stay home. You need to use our online platform. You need to wait until you know that you have no symptoms and are able to be back with us. But I say all of that just to help you be aware of where we are, what we're doing, and how that can happen in these days. Now, having said all that, excited to set that up, I'm going to throw it to Joseph and let him talk a little bit to our Grovetown campus and talk a little bit about what you guys are about to do, Joseph.
Yes,
let them know.
Super excited, Pastor, to be able to give an update for the Grovetown campus. We also have some changes coming down the pipe, if you will. We are going to be able to transition one of our tent services back inside, back into the auditorium, and I'm really, really excited about having that surface area to help us just serve our community and our congregation in a way that we've not been able to in the last several months. So our 8:30 tent service will remain outside. This is going to give us the option for those families who are still under restriction or who maybe have little kids that need a little bit more room to run around. That service will stay in the tent, and we're going to continue that for the foreseeable future. But on September 13th, our 10 o'clock service, we will transition back inside the building. And I'm really, really excited about this. Again, I think it's going to be a way that we can serve our community. Not everyone has been able to sort of weather the hot weather in the same way. And so hopefully this will allow some people to come back to church that haven't been able to come in a while. So when you show up, a couple of things just to know. On the 13th, doors will open on the south side of our building at 9:40. This will allow us to transition from the first service and prepare for you to come in. Like the Augusta campus, I'm going to ask you to bring a mask, and as you're going to your seat and leaving from your seat, we would ask you to have a mask on. We will be showing you to the auditorium and seating you. This is the way that we can just sort of keep social distancing and make this as safe as possible. But when you get to your seat, those masks will become optional, and you're free to enjoy the service in whatever way you deem necessary. And we're really confident in our ability and in our facilities to do this in a way that's safe and in a manner that's going to be good. But really excited about this in the coming days.
I am excited. You guys have had such a great season of ministry, even through all of the obstacles we've had to overcome. Every week you've had new faces and friends that have been here, and I just so appreciate that, and I'm excited that we're taking a next step back here on this Grovetown campus, this place that I love so much, and I'm so thankful that we are able to have and to share and to use for the glory of God and for the witness of Christ. Now, let me go to our second major area, and that is to speak to our families. I know that in these days there have been a lot of interruptions to life schedule, sports, music activities, all the things. Families have struggled to be able to do things they would normally do and have activities for their kids. And we've been concerned about that because we want to be able to contribute, to help, to encourage you. And so I am thrilled to share with our Warren family that on September the 19th, Saturday, September the 19th, we are planning a Fall Family Fun Day. A Fall Family Fun Day. And that Fall Family Fun Day is going to be on our Augusta campus out on the ball field area. And we have partnered with Eudora Farms out of Sally, South Carolina. They now have a drive-through zoo, but they are going to bring some select numbers of their animals to our campus. And we're going to allow our families to come and to just have a wonderful outdoor celebration. It'll be from 9 until 1. And there is a link here on this page that you can go to register. Now, we need you to register because we can't just do a come one, come all event these days. We've got to be sure that you go on, you register your family, your friends, just get together, however you want to do it, but we're going to try to do this with a schedule so that we can kind of control the level of crowds that go through, but to get people to go through together and to share this. It's going to be so wonderful. The different animals we're going to have, the different experiences. We'll have some food trucks out there. Of course, we've got tent and restroom facilities and all of that available, and our playgrounds as well. And so to our families, I just want you to know, we want you to sign up. We want you to be a part of this with us. Fall Family Fun Day that is going to happen September the 19th. And then let me just reiterate something I said last week. I want to talk about our responsibilities. I believe that one of the greatest opportunities and responsibilities that we have as Christians and as citizens is the opportunity, the right to vote. But voting is not only a right, it is a responsibility. In a free society, we have an opportunity to voice our convictions. We have an opportunity to cast a vote for those things that matter to us, to our families, to our society. I know that politics in America have become an absolute mess. And many of us struggle with the misery of all of the bantering that goes on and all of the different discussions and positions that are there, all of the personalities, all of the party issues. And let me just be honest enough to say that here on this planet, we're not ever going to get it all right. And we're not ever going to find the right person and the right party and the right thing that we completely feel that we can ever line up with. But let me tell you this, we can choose against what we know to be wrong. And when we know something is wrong, we need to make decisions that will support a platform, a policy, a group of people to lead and to affect influence and change in our society. And I want you as a believer to take a stand for things that are right in the Word of God, the principles, the platforms that we know we need to stand for, and then to be registered and to vote. It is never wrong to do right. It is always right to do right, and it is never right to do wrong. And so let's just take the opportunity that we have and take hold of the responsibility as citizens and vote. Don't let the mess of politics cause you to miss one of the greatest opportunities that you have as a citizen in a free society to have an impact directly on the future of your nation and of your community and of your own family in the days to come. That's a responsibility. And there's a link here for you to register to vote if you've not done so, and we'll continue to talk about ways in which we can best respond in the days to come. But there's one other item, and I'm going to give that back to Joseph. I want him to talk to us a little bit about something he and I are partnering on together, and that's a new series. Let's talk about that.
Yes. Leaving a great book, the book of Job, and this Sunday we're going to camp out in the book of Psalm 11, and Psalm 11 asks a really profound question, and that is, what do the righteous do when the foundations are crumbling? And I think we can certainly say that as we look around in our nation, everything that we know and everything that's fundamental and everything that is at the foundation is being tested and questioned. And so the question remains, what do the righteous do? And so over the next 10, 11 weeks, we are going to look and see, what do the righteous do? I believe that that's a call to action. It's a call back to the fundamentals, the things that make us distinctive. And so we are going to be launching into a series called Bedrock, and we're going to be getting back to the bedrock of our faith together, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Ooh, me too. I'm excited about it, and I'm excited about sharing this with you and some of our others as well as we preach and teach and as we gather together. So hey, these are great days, great times in the life of Warren. Church, we're trying to be cautious, but we're trying to be constant in moving forward and advancing in the work of the ministry together. And so we're looking forward to sharing that in all the ways we've just talked about and even more. So hey, look forward to seeing you at Grovetown, on Augusta campus, online, outdoors, inside. We look forward to seeing you Sunday, and we trust that we'll have the opportunity to follow up then. God bless you. Have a great rest of your week and weekend.